It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Packers and the Bills, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
They indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you think about our quarterback matchup here. We got a couple of guys who are definitely dangerous when you get down near the red zone. Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, Josh Allen of the Bills.
And you used the perfect word there, Brandon, dangerous. Yeah, they're dangerous just about anywhere on the field, but the red zone, that's where they absolutely excel, and I think it's because they can keep defenses off balance. You know they can run, you know they can pass. The RPOs come into play, but the biggest thing is when the pocket breaks down, they can create something out of nothing and sting a defense.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Bills for their first go on offense, led by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Now in his fourth season, it's Josh Allen.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Fights through him.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now they'll throw with Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And he's in his 12th NFL season, and he's crafty, he's savvy, he's a guy who competes for the ball. 61 catches with New Orleans last year. Very happy to be in Buffalo. A big reason why, the young quarterback, Josh Allen.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Singletary to get the drive started. Fights off the defender. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo 1st down.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Allen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Allen going to throw. Going deep for Diggs. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 39 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. We got our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers, and of course coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self, because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there, and then of course as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
On play action, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in his first half alone as he's got a 1st down on that last catch.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Allen off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan as time expires in the first half. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And this has been a strange game to figure out. Negligible numbers in rushing. In fact, they're not even in double digits yet. But they've got a halftime lead.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Dancing away at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This is Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard there to make the grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
They'll go again here with Moss. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And another nice catch there for a 1st down by Devontae Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18, tied for 2nd in receptions, 5th in receiving yards, add it all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A give to Jones. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Now Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
What was that, ref?
And they get the guard there, Lucas Patrick.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go again to Jones. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jones, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And right side, they're going to go option here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Great job.
Aaron
Touchdown
Jones
for days.
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now Crosby for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Allen now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Darrell Williams, right tackle, the guilty party.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Allen. He'll go right back to Beasley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. Third down here.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
59's Mike, check.
From the gun, it's Allen. steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
You can't block me.
One final try here for Allen. One last shot at the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.